Decided to make this video as I pretty much make all of my videos spur of the moment, unresearched and entirely unprofessional. But I generally like to take the layman's view with stuff on my channel, and I just basically like to ask the unasked questions, play devil's advocate, think outside the box, and point out things where where the argument gets into a bit of a trend and people are just reading off bullet points to each other and not really thinking about it. I have a huge problem that's been nagging at me lately about the Kalam cosmological argument. I have been wanting to talk about this issue, and I think I will probably make more videos of it than this, but I wanted to take a preliminary dig at it because when I was very first thinking about, am I an atheist? And I got on YouTube and like where a lot of people deconvert, I did watching atheist videos, debates, and just where apologetics are met with reason and how reason wins. But I have a different sort of problem with the Kalam cosmological argument. My initial interest in it is out of the some of the core apologetics, the teleological argument of, oh, the universe is suited for life, bullshit. Okay, the fine tuning argument never ever once perked an interest in me. It was laughable the second I heard it. Um, and the argument for morality I've taken a lot of stabs at because I find it uh, intellectually offensive. The idea that there's somehow some sort of standard for morals that isn't a community consensus. Because that's all it is. So I've taken a lot of stabs on that. But the Kalam cosmological argument was one that kind of impressed me. It goes something like this: all things that begin to exist have a cause. The universe began to exist. Therefore, the universe has a cause. And usually, different apologists will try to handle it and tack on extra proofs to kind of personalize it. But that's the core of it. And the thing is it's, I think, irresponsible for both the apologists and the atheists who are not molecular physicists or string theory experts or any of this stuff to try to handle the issue scientifically when you don't understand it. Because all it takes is a little bit of a look at the Wikipedia page for Big Bang Theory and your head will fucking explode. It's really intense mathematics and physics. So as a layman, I am getting hung up on just what I understand. That the arguments, both for and against the Kalam cosmological arguments, may be being made irresponsibly and ignorantly. Let's start with premise two. The universe began to exist. Now, see, everybody can kick the shit out of all things that begin to exist, have a cause, quote unquote, because these terms are not defined. You got your how do you define begins to exist? Okay, if you take a table and say, well, the table begins to exist, well, no, the table is formed out of wood that already existed. Okay, so a table doesn't begin to exist. The thing is, the observable universe has a long causal link back to the Big Bang. And when you become obsessed and very tunnel visioned with cause and effect, you're not looking at what does it mean when the Big Bang Theory says the universe began to exist 13.7 billion years ago and some change. Okay, the problem is when you actually ask, what was the Big Bang? What I can get as a layman is that there's a few separating theories of what caused the Big Bang, but generally what people say is the Big Bang came out of a singularity. Now, I don't even really know what a singularity is. My layman's understanding of a singularity is that it's an existent thing that is breaking the laws of physics. Generally, it's when something's mass is infinite or something's energy is infinite, and our brains don't handle infinity very well. But supposedly the Big Bang was the instance of the formation of the observable universe, where there's time, there's space, and there's matter. And before that, we don't really understand. But the thing is, a singularity can be this extant thing that is the wood that makes the table. And if we don't know what caused the singularity, then no, we haven't gone all the way back to the first cause yet. So making a first cause argument is wrong, is irresponsible and incorrect. So where people can attack the third premise and say, okay, the universe has a cause, who says it's God, and who says it's your God if it is a God. Okay, these are easy to attack. In the first premise, we don't, because they'll come at us with, so you're saying something can come from nothing. Well, so far as we know, there's no such thing as nothing. Nothing's not an understandable, observable thing. Okay, if you want to try to say empty space is nothing, it's not. There's a lot of energy, light particles, all sorts of stuff in empty space. So we don't have an example of nothing to study. Okay, and it's easy to say the argument's wholly ineffective and just drop it at first look, because no, it doesn't point to God. It doesn't point to shit. But I have a problem with the one that everybody lets go. The second premise, the universe began to exist. We don't understand how that is yet. We don't understand how the universe began to exist. We understand that the observable universe goes up to 13.7 billion years. And then beyond that, there's a lot of competing theories. Whether it's the string theory with all these different universes that kind of act like sheets that they call brains. And when two of them contact each other, the exchange of contact forms another universe. Some people want to say that a white hole that is the exit of a black hole spewed the expanding matter into the universe, and some people say it was a singularity that suddenly became unstable and expanded. Either way, this isn't saying that there was nothing, because it's saying that we don't know before that, okay? And if there's one thing that would become like a catchphrase for me, is that the responsible answer is you don't know. Okay, it's not to make shit up. It's not to try to bend the public understanding of it that's ignorant of the truth, and to come out with these mystics, esoteric sounding scientific terms to baffle people when you don't know what you're talking about. I'm uncomfortable with discussing the Kalam Cosmological argument because I am not a fucking physicist with like 5 doctorates, okay? This is what it takes to understand this shit, okay? So that argument's really badly busted. And that's a problem when I was only ever even momentarily compelled by it and found that it is one of the most broken, misunderstood, irresponsible, and ignorant arguments on the apologetic agenda. Okay? So that's the point I wanted to make. Thanks for listening.